one and all, and welcome to another episode of Maven's Tale, Between Sisters Edition. I am here with my beautiful sisters today, and we are talking about some good stuff. So without further ado, I wanted to introduce the AKA on the block first. She was first.
She got her pink and green on.
She got her pink and
right, booze.
We got Keith. And next in was Joe. I can't do it.
Hi.
Thank you. And next up we got Shauna Dawn. And next up we got EVE. Everybody looks so pretty today. So today we are here because we have had some news for the Black community, and not only for the Black community, but for also the sisters. And when I say sisters, I mean Black women, because we have made history once again by Joe Biden nominating Kamala Harris to be his running mate for Vice President of the United States. That's huge. Now, since it's huge, obviously with good things, there always is, like Paul said, when I try to do good, evil is always present. And people are coming for Kamala like a thief in the night.
Mm-hmm. They
It
sure
was expected.
But to the level that it's happening, it's kind of like, what happened? Now they're going after her record as prosecutor, DA in California. What y'all got to say?
Well, Trump was started on her birth too.
Oh, already?
He's starting the birther thing now. He don't have anything else, so he has to find that thing.
Still trying to understand how a man that has been married to two women that were not born in this
Born here, exactly.
why does he make a big issue with regards to someone's place of birth? You married immigrants. You made children with immigrants.
Exactly.
Right.
And what if
But they weren't Black though.
It seems like you're only making this an issue when someone's complexion
Of course.
Yeah.
But she was born in California. She was born in Oakland.
Right.
And the fact that Melania has something to say about Obama, and who knows if Melania gonna come out and say something about
We're still not going to talk about that person on a specialized visa, and I'm still trying to figure out what the hell is her talent.
Thank you.
Can we just go any further? Someone please tell Donald J to cut the shenanigans with this whole where somebody was born. Enough is enough with him already with that. But it wasn't even him. It's so crazy because I told you, Kai, I started seeing comments earlier from yesterday. I read one comment. This man was stating that she isn't an Indian. Now she wants to claim us, where all along she's been saying she's Black. Don't believe her. She wants to be Black. She wants to be Indian now to get our votes.
She always talked about her mom. Like every time I see her, like she always talks about her mother.
Because Kamala has says that she's a Black woman.
Yes.
So I guess she wasn't supposed to say she was a Black woman.
Oh, okay.
It goes back into this thing, and I always have this question about this whole self-identifying situation.
Mm-hmm.
Keisha, I say it to you all the time. So what do we call us? What are we? How do we identify ourselves?
Black Hispanics.
Are we? Because when you look on paper, you know, they want to actually put down where you're supposed to be from to be considered a Hispanic. So we have to cut it, like stop it. This thing, and oh my gosh, I'm reading Kaz by Isabel Wilkerson, and I want everyone to read this book.
Yes.
Because she gets into chapter 6. I must have read chapter 6 over and over again, only because she spoke of race and how this whole concept of race was created. Race is bullshit. The whole concept of race is bullshit.
You know, go.
But it's just so crazy because if her mother isn't Indian and her father was born in Jamaica, which all of a sudden if you're born in Jamaica, you're not black now, you're Jamaican. Like, again, so what the hell does that make me? Because, like, I'm so confused. But it's just this whole thing with, so because her father's Jamaican, she's not black enough. She's not Indian enough because she says she was black. Kamala wasn't the one putting out there in these recent pictures that's been going out about her, South Asian roots now. I haven't been hearing her saying it. I've been hearing everyone else talk about it.
True.
So when you're attacking her on this, what is she saying?
But you know what? So I think it's mixed emotions in the South Asian community because on CNN, I think it was yesterday morning, there was an Indian woman on CNN, and her thing was she needed for people to start acknowledging the fact that she was Indian. But do you notice that anytime a black person is mixed with any other race, most of the time that other race don't want to claim them?
Mm-hmm.
We're the only culture that the other race most of the time don't want to claim us. But you'll hear somebody say, oh, I'm half Irish and Spanish, or I'm half whatever it is. If she was something else, the South Asian culture probably would have been claimed her. So they wasn't claiming her from back then. So now they coming out the woodworks.
Because
hey, what about us? But there are videos of her, like you said, talking about her mother. So she never denied her mother, but
right, she never said that I'm not this.
There's a stigma against any black person that has something else in them. Everybody wants them to say, no, well, you're a black person first, then you have whatever else in you.
It's just different people.
Like our fourth discussion, and it comes back to the same thing with how are people supposed to be identified? How are we identifying people? No one is ever questioning his heritage. Like, we're not, it's not we are, but it's not put out there.
But you know what? Trump is methodical in anything he does.
Oh yeah.
So it's like waking up the sleeping dragon. So if he's questioning her birth, he knows that there's going to be Indians, South Asians that are going to start saying, hey, she hasn't been claiming us. So he knows what he's doing.
But again, she hasn't been claiming that part to her where and to when has she ever denied it?
Exactly. She's never
denied it.
Yeah.
And he has to find a thing to what's the word I'm trying to find? Roll up his base.
Oh, yeah.
But his financials have shown that he donated to her campaign.
Well, let's find
Once, twice, 3 times he donated to her campaign as a district attorney. So he 3 times.
So he knew about her.
Exactly.
He knew about her for some time.
He's nervous.
And he liked her.
He's nervous now.
And she wasn't nasty back then.
No, she wasn't nasty then.
So she wasn't a nasty woman when you felt the need to donate, but now she's nasty. She's mean. Did you hear the things that she said to Joe Biden? I can't believe he picked her. But I wouldn't talk about.
What about the stuff that he said to Joe Biden? What about the stuff that he said? Like any woman that asserts herself that has
nasty.
She's ambitious,
intelligent.
No. She's either too ambitious.
Right.
She's nasty. She's mean.
Right.
His vocabulary is so limited.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is the most? So crazy. To the most. Because he won't let you see his school records.
We can't see anything. We can't see anything, Trump.
Yeah. So while Donald Trump has a history of derisive comments about Harris since taking office, political contribution data reviewed by USA Today on the California Secretary of State website shows that he gave $5,000 to Harris during her first bid for California Attorney General in 2011,
$6,000
in 2013 during her reelection. Ivanka gave $2,000 in 2014 for Harris's reelection campaign. So it was a family affair.
Right.
Do you think they want their money back now? Because she's
not a district attorney anymore.
She's so ambitious. I mean, she surpassed all of that. She made it to the Senate now. And now she's gunning. Wait, she was gunning for the presidency.
And
but her numbers just kept going lower and lower and lower and lower. So I don't know why Biden would choose her, but he did. I'm not sure why, because she was so nasty because her numbers just kept going lower.
You've been living with Trump?
No, that's what he was doing. That's what he was doing.
2 syllables the most. 2 syllables the most. So before we go into Kamala's record or send it to Harris, I want to say Kamala because I feel like we you know.
Well, that is Keisha's sister.
AKA Ski. What is it? What's y'all?
Kaya, you're doing.
You're not supposed to do that. That's some gang sign. Don't do that. You get beat.
I was like,
put the fingers down.
I apologize.
You're not one of them. You are not one of them.
Yeah.
So are they going to discriminate against me?
You're not a 1908 girl. You are not a 1908
We too happy right now. We ain't gonna come after you. We too happy.
Thank you, sis.
I can't wait till inauguration day.
Girl.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? They're gonna be out.
Y'all know where Keisha gonna be. Y'all know where Keisha gonna be.
I can't.
It's gonna be a sea of pink and green.
People is going in. So on my Instagram, I asked some of my IG fam if I can use some of their comments for this discussion, because as soon as I put up the picture of right after Joe picked Kamala, I was ready to go. So first person said, team of hot mess. One with severe forgetting brain disease and the other with a qualification for being a racist by jailing only Black peoples since 1980. And the other person, I think you've gone back and forth with him, Cho. He goes, she literally put 1,500 people in jail for nonviolent weed offenses. She's a house nigger. Ooh, the 2 clown faces.
So, okay,
so wait, let's go over that.
Yeah.
Let's go over.
Let's unpack that.
Let's do the 1,500 in jail for marijuana violations.
Okay.
That was from 2011 through 2016. Can you pull up what Kamala was doing during that time? What role did she have during that period?
Well, one thing I want to just chime in. The first comment you made about Biden being, what is that? Okay.
Racist, getting racist.
So one thing, as a visiting nurse, I never talk politics in people's homes. But because we were having this discussion, I actually had like about 3 or 4 conversations with 3 or 4 different patients. And one patient, and it was something similar to what I said to you guys in the thread we have on the phone. She is Hispanic and Irish. I think she's Irish and Colombian. If you look at her, you would think she's a Caucasian woman fully. She is a ex-Trump supporter. She did vote for Trump, and she's disappointed in Trump. So her goal was to vote for Biden until he picked Kamala. And she said that now she's not voting at all. She said because, but wait, she said because it is clearly obvious. She said before he picked her, she automatically feels in her heart that he's not going to make it the full 4 years of his presidency. So in her mind, she felt like whoever he was picking would have been the next president indirectly. Right. So her thing is she feels like Kamala is not going to be able to be president of the country. So that's how a lot of people are thinking. That's not my view, but that's how a lot of people are thinking, where, you know, the ex-Trump supporters who have hope in Biden, some of them are like, okay, wait a minute. Now you're picking someone who I don't believe in. So the question is, are they, in her case, she's not going to vote at all. Now,
what is it that she doesn't believe in? Did she even research this person? And that's the problem. People don't do their due diligence in looking up the candidates that are before us. Research their history. Read.
Well, you know what, Keish, and you know what, Keish, and this is no disrespect to the person that I spoke to, because I know she's not racist. I know she's not racist at all, because her and I have spoken about racism. But I personally don't think she's ready to see a Black woman run her country. And that's okay. Like, that's not considered racism. That's okay. It's just, she's just probably not ready to see a Black woman running her country.
You know, that's another thing that drives me crazy, because we went through this in 2016 with Hillary, but I just want to get back to the 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations. Kamala Harris packed California prisons with pot peddlers. At least 1,560 people were sent to state prisons for marijuana-related offenses between 2011 and 2016. The marijuana cases were prosecuted from 2011 through 2016 when Kamala was California's Attorney General. As Attorney General, did she have say in those cases?
Nope.
So did Kamala put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations?
Nope.
Nope.
This is public information. This is information that's out there. But again, we go by the sound bites. We listen to the sound bites. There is no fact checking done whatsoever. No one takes the time to listen and read up. So when you listen to Trump say, because he's appealing to, you know, white women, the white women that stay at home and raise their children, I want to know how many of those still exist, that, you know, they're keeping those affordable homes out of their neighborhoods to make sure that their neighborhoods stay nice and pure.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
What year is this? What year are we in?
1942.
Yeah.
We have white women that are mothers that are running Fortune 500 countries. Who the hell is he appealing to? The women that listen to that and think that Trump is actually making their neighborhoods safe need to pay attention on how he's really criticized them.
They listen to everybody else, and I said, and social media and everything. They don't.
What people do.
Yeah, people think that social media is Associated Press.
One thing about people who use or don't do their research, most of the time those are the people that have already made up their minds.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've already formed opinions.
Yeah, they were going to do it anyway. Or not.
The soundbite, and it
do
just
it anyway.
It confirms what they already have in their head.
Right.
And you know, Trump supporters that I've come across in the last like 2-3 months, that at this point you can't even deny that something's wrong with Trump. They'll say, I know he's a little kooky, but these are all the things that he has done for this country.
I'm still waiting for them to tell me what it is he's done. I'm really, you know, it's just so funny, even going back to acknowledging Kamala's race and ethnicity. I'm wondering if she was a Republican, would that be an issue?
No.
I mean,
no.
Because she wouldn't She wouldn't be the first person with a Jamaican background in politics. I mean, remember what's his name? Colin Powell, because I've never met a Colin. I mean,
that didn't have some kind of roots.
Only known Collins, but you know, he's a Colin Powell. no one ever made a big deal about Colin Powell being Jamaican.
Mm-mm.
Was that ever an issue?
No.
And when he was at his pinnacle of whatever in his career, social media wasn't around like that.
Mm-mm.
That's true.
That's true too.
True.
I think the fear that a lot of people have is the fact that Biden doesn't look strong.
Trump doesn't look strong.
I was gonna
either.
say it. Trump does.
You know, people constantly talk about Kanye's mental health. I don't see a difference between Kanye and Trump.
His own niece came out saying that he's not well.
Who did?
Trump's niece came out.
And she
Oh, yeah.
and what is she by profession?
She is a psychologist.
By profession. Okay.
So let's unpack that. Let's unpack that, right? So as far as Kamala goes, and you saying, Keish, that the person that you spoke to you don't think that they're ready to see a Black woman run the country. Black women have been holding this country up literally by their hands since we've been here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We have nursed you. We took care of you. We ran your house. We literally nursed your
baby.
Took the milk from our own kids.
That's a fact.
Preach.
Your little nasty, cross-eyed baby.
Hey, don't talk about the children.
Well, they grew up to be slave owners, so I don't care. No, we've been holding it up, right? We've been holding it up, right? And then after you supposedly freed us, then we taking care of your houses and your children still. Cleaning your houses, cleaning your nasty ass. Okay?
So if we were good enough to run your home.
Come on, that's where I was going with it.
If we were good enough to run your home, because we've been running homes, we've been running land, we've been running all of this shit for years. And I said it, there is nothing greater and better than the who?
The Black woman.
Hello.
She is the strength.
But let's talk about
strength.
But we gotta really keep it real on the perception a lot of people have that are not Black of the Black woman.
What I was saying, this is what I'm saying. Let's unpack that, because not only is she a Black person, quote unquote, she is a woman, and there are women, whether it be Black, white, they don't have a problem
not comfortable with the woman
ethnicity. They have a problem with a woman leading.
With the woman leading.
Now, women have led empires all throughout our history.
True.
Are leading nations now.
True.
That Trump has insulted. And, the nations are doing pretty well.
Yeah, I swear, I'm like,
Angela Merkel, he attacks her all the time.
I didn't want to say no names.
Well, I mean,
no, I'm just like, well, why can't we be like the chick in New Zealand? Like she's smart. Like they ain't got no more COVID. Like, why can't we be like New Zealand?
Right.
See, if a Black woman was there, as soon as the country start coming down with a sniffle, we get some testing.
We're not gonna take away from her because she did her thing in New Zealand.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Like, why can't we be like her? And
she did her thing, and she did her thing, and we gotta respect her. That wasn't even a Black or white thing. That was a woman showing that we are strong enough. Hillary, that 2016 election, the Electoral College took that away from Hillary because these people were afraid of seeing Hillary run this country, which the irony is, when her husband was in office, the joke was she was the one running the damn country. So I can't understand what the hell was the fear then if you said she was running the country during the Clinton administration?
Because I didn't finish my tangent. I didn't finish my rant.
Finish your rant.
As soon as a mother, as a Black mother, and as a head of a household, if my kids get sick if I had to tell my oldest that he had a sinus infection, he was like, no, I don't. He went to the doctor. Doctor was like, you got a sinus infection.
I would have came home. You'd be like, what did you have? Nothing.
Sinus infection. I did. We can see something before it even comes up.
You're absolutely right.
Take care of it. We don't let our house go empty. We won't let this country go under.
Mm-hmm.
Because anything we take under our wing, we take care of it, and we push it higher. Look at all them black men that have done a doggone thing. They had a strong black mother or black wife. And I'm just saying, because I know how we are. Michelle held Barack down. Y'all can say what you want to say.
That is true.
But Michelle was like, listen, we're going to have to get you some shoes.
That car, look, the car.
Like, you want to stop smoking them cigarettes?
That car with no bottom ain't gonna work, young man.
See, what we will do is we will take something. We make something out of nothing. Remember that saying, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents?
That's a black woman.
That is a black.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next episode of A Maven's Tale, Between Sisters Edition.
Young black girl trying to ascend to the office of district attorney, the office of attorney general. Do you think that it was given to her? Oh, here, black lady. Oh, you want to come here?
She had to fight for that. She had to fight for that.
She had to fight harder than everybody else.
Mm-hmm. She had to be
We
the best.
already know.
The best of the best.
And it still wasn't good enough.
Don't forget to subscribe.